Okay, so from I'm here. So when I see someone like that, so what I have a few options, some things that I want to do. So I can think about a submission, all right, and then if I think about a submission here, I have three options, all right. So I can attack the neck, I can attack the arm, I can attack the leg. So if you are a brown or a black belt, I can attack the legs right here. There's a calf slicer, all right. But there is some stuff that I can do thinking about doing the submission, all right. Other than that, I can think about taking the back and scoring to score my points. All right, so if I get my legs around, okay, and then I have my feet between his legs, I'm going to score 4 points, and this is something that I can do. I can work here when we get on this position. I can think about flipping him over. All right, so I know some people, they are not comfortable working like with this position, all right, and then I can go and try to put his back flat on the mat and work on side control. And this is where we are going to start, all right. So I want his back on the mat and then to go and try to, I feel more comfortable working from the side control position, and this is what I'm going to do, all right. So let's think here about what should I do, all right. I hit my weight right here over his head. So what happened? If he steps back, he's gonna freak and he's gonna attack, all right. If I keep my weight right here over his hips, all right, so he might bring his head up and look what happened. I'm gonna fall, he can turn. So I have, when I'm on top, I have to keep a good balance, all right. That is a lot of different, I can be right here on his side, I can be right here over his head right there, I can be right here over his side, and then, so once I get the position, so what I want is his knees on the mat, my knee's gonna be on the mat, I'm gonna glue my hip right here. This leg is important. I'm not gonna put this knee on the mat. I wanna keep my foot on the mat because I'm pushing him with my hips, all right? So this hand is gonna be right here. I'm gonna control the arm. This hand is important. I'm not gonna put this arm in right here because I don't want him to control my arm, all right? So I'm just gonna get my wrists right here. So that's my position right here on top, all right? So if I feel like he's getting his head up, I can put pressure on his head and I'm not gonna lose. If I feel like he's trying to get that full guard right here, all right, and then he's gonna roll over, I'm just gonna follow and I can get the side control. I'm not gonna stop in front of him, all right? So again, let's see here on a different angle. Look at that, he's on his side, I'm like this hand, I'm not gonna let him control this arm. This hand is here on his elbow, and that's my position. From here, I'm gonna start to trying to break this balance. All right, so remember, I'm always pushing. If he goes and put his back on the mat and I don't follow him, he's gonna get that open guard, and this is something that I don't want. All right, so every time he's gonna roll this way, look at that, I'm gonna follow right here so I can go and get my side control. Okay, one more time. So now I'm here on the side. This is what I have, that's my position. Okay, so as I said, I want his back on the mat. All right? And then if I go right now and I push him, so his first reaction is to post that hand on the mat, and then I'm not gonna go anywhere. All right? So instead to push, that I'm not controlling anything on the side, I'm gonna pull. All right? Because here I can control his arm. All right? So I don't want him to post that hand on the mat. Also, I just don't want to pull him on the side. I want his hip. I want to make him from this position go right there and sit on the mat. All right, so if I'm here and I pull, I'm pulling him towards me, so I need a little bit of space. So I'm gonna give him a little push. He's gonna post. I'm gonna pull. And look at his position. See, look at that. So his hip is on the mat. See, he's not gonna post. Even if he posts that hand on the mat, there's no problem because I'm gonna pull. I'm pulling him diagonal to the back right here. Once I get this position, look, this arm goes over the shoulder. I'm gonna have my hands together and I'm gonna control. See, I'm controlling his arm. So hands together, elbows together. I'm controlling this arm right here. This triceps is against my chest right now. If he tries to turn into me, what happens is he can't. If he tries to turn away from me, yeah, he can't. All right, so what happened now is I have a really good position. He cannot turn to the right, he cannot turn to the left. So the key here is to make the person sit back like that. This is what I want. Okay? So I have my position. I'm gonna control that elbow. This is important. I'm pushing. I'm gonna push. He's gonna push. Post. I'm gonna pull. Driving like that. Pushing the elbow away. Pulling the hips towards me. Once I get this position right here, look at that. One arm is under the arm. The other arm is over. I'm gonna control right here. I get his back on the mat. To follow this position here is the arm. I have a great chance here to attack this arm. I can turn this into a kimura. I can turn this into armbar. All right, just right there. So right now you see that there's not even a grip right here. Okay, so I'm just using my forearm. So push, pull, control, ring. So remember that I cannot pull him on top of me. Every time that I'm pulling him, I have to move away to create that space that he's gonna fall. If I'm pulling him and I'm not moving, he's not gonna go anywhere. So I pull, move, and pull. All right? So this is the first one. Very simple. Start right here. My arm is over his push, pull, control, and get the arm. All right, so let's start with this one. And time. Okay, so let's see here. Just to let you guys know that once I pull him, once I get the position right here, I'm gonna pull him to the side like that. All right, so look, I get one right here. I'm gonna pull. It's a lot of pressure with the elbow because I want to control the hips. So look at his position. His elbow is on the mat. All right, so he's not like this here. That's hard to happen. Okay, so usually this is what's gonna happen. So this arm goes under, this arm goes over. I have my hands together, and then look at that, hands together and elbows. Because something that he doesn't want is to give up this position. All right, so if I go like this right now, maybe if he turns that way, he's gonna take me. All right, so I don't want that to happen. So I don't wanna go right here. I wanna go just my hand right there. If he tries to turn, look at that. My elbows towards my hips right here. He tries to move, he's not gonna go anywhere. But if I'm here controlling like that, oh, I'm gonna be off balance and he might go me over. All right? So here, remember there's action and reaction. Remember there's some stuff that I want to do on this position, and then one thing is to put his back on the mat, the other thing is to get my points. All right? So a combination. Remember last week? Remember Saturday? A combination of things are always great. All right, so I'm here, I get the position, I control this elbow, I'm gonna go right here. One, I know that what he wants to do, he doesn't want to give up that position. All right, so he wants to go back to his knees. So sometimes I don't have that time to go and put my hands together because he's trying to go back right there. All right, so I'm gonna take advantage of this position and I'm gonna throw my hook, my bottom leg between his legs. So, so the position here is, I get one, I go here, two. All right, and I know that he wants to go back right away. All right, so one, you see, he has this position right there. So when he goes back, look at how far it is his elbow from his knee. So I'm gonna get with my leg here right away. All right, so I get one, he wants to go back, look at my leg. My leg is going between his legs already. All right, so one, I'm gonna go here. If I have my right leg, my hook with the right leg, right arm goes over the shoulder. I'm gonna go over the shoulder. I'm gonna go and put my hands together. So right now I'm gonna collapse over the shoulder right here, and I get the back. Let's see that again, in a different angle. So I get one, boom. All right, so look at that. To go back to his knees, all right, so he's gonna go back and look at my leg. My leg is already between his legs. I'm not gonna sit on the mat. I have to be tall because these arms is over the shoulder, and then these, and look at where do I put my hands? My hands, they have to be close to his armpit, right here. Once I get those two grips, I'm gonna put all my weight over his shoulder. I'm controlling one and two. Once I get this position, now I'm gonna decide what I'm going to do. All right? So the thing is, the person's right there. Boom. I wanna go back right there. Boom. The leg is, first hook is in. All right, once you get, don't try to get the second hook in because the person is gonna bring you down. Seatbelt grip, heavy, shoulder pressure, make heavy over, right over the shoulder. The one, the bottom hook is in already. The only thing that you need to do is get the second hook, all right? So here again, position one, right there, hand on the elbow. Go one, hold him. He's gonna try. Boom! I get the hook in. Control, roll over, get my 4 points. Let's try to do that.